This is Talk About Topeka on Gab Local TV and TV 25. This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room. And here's your host, Chris Schultz.
Well, we're back here in the studio another week here on Talk About Topeka on gablocal.tv. We had an amazing week. Last Saturday, we had the Arty party at the Dillon House for Arts Connect. It was an amazing party. I have to say I started working at it because I DJ'd the thing. And Frank, you went over and Frank's here in the studio with us, obviously. Hello, Frank. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. So at the party, you were like, can I get you anything to drink? I was like, I'll just take a glass of water. And this is the very first thing. And you go and you give me a glass of water and you sit down on the thing behind. And we were having so much fun, so much energy in that party that I didn't even look away from that system because my head was so in it to realize that the water was back there until basically 3 hours later when the party was over for me to drink that water. It was good times.
Yeah, I know. I went over and got you that little drink, and then, of course, I had to go indulge in what was the name of that cocktail that they had?
They're regularly Moscow mules, but we called them Midsummer Mules because this was the Shakespeare party. It's good stuff.
Well, they were really good. I felt like a mule in the morning, so we're good.
Well, you look like one too, Frank. Good job. No, it was a lot of fun.
No, you set up all the sound system and your DJ equipment, and I brought in some lighting, and we put all the lighting together, and the crowd on the dance floor. Now, but by the way, I had never been in the Dillon House before, and the Dillon House is gorgeous, and the way the lights bounced off the ceiling, and it was a perfect. It was cool, but you got the crowd moving and grooving, and that's what we do.
Well, I like people don't know what to expect when they get a DJ, but I like to make it an experience. So when people are doing songs and the beats are all of a sudden changing and they're really mixing, it's all about the seamless mix of it. Because it makes people, they're more responsive to the party that way.
Well, you were making them wobble and wobble and wobble. I don't know how that song goes, but you were making them wobble. That's it.
And then it changes into something else, and they're still wobbling, and they didn't realize that the wobble's not even playing.
And then they were upside down. You're turning me. I don't know.
No, I had a blast. It's something I used to do. I was the resident DJ at the Granada for a while in Lawrence, and it was a pretty cool place to work. But then I tried to, get professional, and I guess being a DJ is very professional. It was pretty awesome, but, I had to start getting up before people were, I couldn't go to bed at 3 a.m. in the morning anymore, so.
Yeah, DJ and the lighting people are the first ones there and the last ones to leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always that way.
It's hard work. It's not just standing up there and then, it's not just standing up there playing music. That's the fun part for me. That's the part I think most people would look at and think that'd be stressful. But it's fun for me. But that whole setup, because you have to plan the event. You have to go, people have no idea how much time it takes to actually plan and set up a party that went off as flawlessly as the Arty party did. And I'm not saying our part was that. Our part was simple. We showed up, set up the equipment, and did all the crew, the whole group that put that event together, the committee, did a wonderful job of orchestrating that. You can always count. If Sarah Fizel's involved, you can always count on the fact that it's going to be a great gig.
Okay, I have to say one more thing. You did not, because you never left the DJ booth.
Yeah.
You did not get to go over and sample the mac and cheese bar
from Blue Moose.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
my!
I saw everybody, and you just rubbed it in my face there. That's crazy, but it is. I was in the thing. I'm president of Arts Connect, and Sarah at the event, I'm sitting up there working, and Sarah said somebody came up to her and said, "So who's the president of your board?" And she said, "That guy right up there." It's like the DJ, which is pretty cool. So
well, I would have brought you some of the mac and cheese. But guess what? You wouldn't have ate it because you never stopped working.
I didn't, but I would have had it afterwards. Thanks for thinking of me, Frank.
Yeah, there were no leftovers.
The other thing we did the Bravo breakfast. That's cool. We'll talk about that coming up after a break here. So don't go away, folks. We're going to be talking about plenty more things happening in Topeka. We're coming up right after this.
This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room, because TV 25 cares.